Alright guys, welcome back to another game in the Tier 2 Titan series where we have the amazing Hera matched up against the fantastic Emil playing in the red. This series highlights players just outside of the top 20 that don't always get the spotlight but can still go toe to toe with even the very best players, and already we have some aggression going on here. I didn't even get to do my nice kind of rehearsed introduction to the Tier 2 Titan series as this game is already kind of kicking off here. Love to see it. We're on Socotra, which is arguably the most aggressive map in the game. It looks like Emil has already managed to lame his opponent's ball, and Hera's lost a lot of HP on his scout. It looks like Emil is actually going to be able to get away with this. No, Emil, don't do something. Emil, no. Okay, it looks like Emil's just about going to be fine here. It looks like Hera's going to steal a ostrich, which is going to be kind of interesting. I would love Emil to just lame the ostrich back, man. Like, Hera can't lame your ostrich and also stop you from laming his. I would love to see that. Anyway, we've got there's so much has already gone on. I haven't even had a chance to introduce the actual civs here. So Emil are playing as the Franks, one of the OG civs, known really as a cavalry civilization, kind of also known for their great farms with the free farming upgrades, and then also cheap castles and throwing axemen. Really kind of complement their amazing knights with what effectively amounts to free bloodlines, plus kind of getting more HP as they get more upgrades in Imperial. So they really one of the OG civs. A lot of people would say that the Franks are the kind of like the go-to civ. Like if you want to start the game, Franks are very beginner friendly. And this isn't me saying that Emil is a beginner or anything, but just that this is a bread and butter civilization, so to speak. Then we've got the Shu, which are one of the newest civs with the Three Kingdoms, kind of known for their kind of archer play, but they've got a very powerful eco bonus with 0.7 food gathered for every 10 wood, which can be quite powerful. It's more than you think, particularly when you're playing archers and your food economy seems to be that stretched, and they get a load of bonuses for archery technologies at the archer range and blacksmith. So they're quite an interesting kind of civ matchup here. My initial thought is like you probably wouldn't open scouts, right, on a map like this, just because you're so close. It's very easy for your opponent to kind of pressure you, maybe even wall up, defend the scouts, and then maybe 2 or 3 spears and a couple of archers, and your economy is going to be in shambles back home. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see kind of maybe some men-at-arms play here from either player, maybe some archer play as well. That being said, we're seeing the early mill from both players, which I'm kind of surprised by, to be honest. I thought we would see an early barracks, but we're getting very early loom for Hera. It looks like he's going to be up despite... Look at that, Hera, having lost his only ball, is still clicking up at a very competitive time indeed. Emil is going up a little bit faster. It doesn't look like he's got loom. Am I right in saying that? Yeah, no, he doesn't have loom. That's quite interesting. I mean, you know, it's definitely something that you can do. It's not something that I personally love to do, particularly when I can't quick wall fast enough to defend my villagers if there is any early aggression coming in. But obviously Emil is one of the top players in the game, so we'll see if he can kind of pull this off. Both barracks coming down now. I think this hill is going to be really important, and like Hera getting the barracks like basically at the top of this hill is really nice for him. But I don't know. I could even see like man-at-arms towers working quite nicely on a map like this. That being said, who knows? Okay, we've got like a very late rush coming in from Hera now. Kind of surprised by that. Okay, 2 militia. What else are we seeing here? Okay, looks like we're kind of seeing the, what is it, the French rush, how I used to call it, where you just make 2 militia. No, he's making a third. Okay, and then archer range coming up in defense for Emil. He's already quick walled. Looms come in. He got away with it. Oh my goodness. So good for him. Gets that little bit of resource boost. That being said, look, even with having got Loom that much later, Emil is still behind in res collected. I assume that partly reflects the eco bonus of the shoe there. And Man at Arms now coming in. This is a really interesting build order from Hera. I mean, he's been able to adapt. I guess you're so close that it's kind of forgiven. And are we going to see one build going down here? Oh, Emil! What a defense! That was really solid there, and I really like that. I mean, get that build going on the other berries, man. You don't want those berries to run out, and then those oh. Yeah, anyway, it looks like this is a really good defense from Emil so far, and then Emil is going straight into skirmishes. Are we just seeing skirmishes from Emil? Age of Skirms, indeed. Oh, that was really good. That was beautiful from Emil. As he quick walls like a boss. And, oh my goodness. This is really nice from Emil. Emil, what are you doing? Here I am, complimenting Emil, and he almost loses a Vil there. But it looks like Emil has pulled this off. He's still got his scout as well, which is quite nice. Hera's starting to get archers out already, but obviously that's not great when your opponent's already got double range out and spamming the skirms like there's no tomorrow. I wonder whether it's even worth making some more Man at Arms here. Like, you've got the upgrade for Man at Arms. Maybe there's an argument to be made for spamming a couple more Man at Arms. They will, I mean, obviously enough skirms will take out Man at Arms eventually, but you need quite a mass of them. And now Emil is going on to stone. It looks like we're going to see some sort of skirm tower player here. I love this from Emil. Tower at the front. This is so good. It's going to deny, going to take this hill. It's going to deny all this gold and the berries. And okay, so it looks like we're going to see a bit of a tower wall. I would love Emil to bring more Vils forward now. Okay, it looks like we're gonna be okay. I don't think any Vils are actually gonna go down at this point. Scout might go down. Tower is up, which is really nice. And oh, Hera had to abandon the tower. That's disastrous. Wall in the tower, my man. Like, this is really good for Emil now. He's got a lot of momentum going right now. Hera is down 2 Vils somehow. I think that's just idle time. And, oh my goodness. I don't like this. I think, yeah, do you remember I was saying war in the tower, man? This is not great. And Hera is responding with all the Vils in the world. What we need to do, or what Emil needs to do right now, is he needs a load of Vils to like repair the tower and also to attack this tower, but Hera's actually got the Vils in place. It looks like Hera is going to push Emil back, which is kind of tragic. Ooh, scouts now coming out. I didn't even see the stable. 3 scouts coming out. That's going to cause a bit of a problem for Emil here as a couple of Vils go down. That being said, just bear in mind that there's still a lot of skirmishes. These scouts don't have any upgrades, so they're not going to be completely immune from having 11 javelins thrown at them. And the villagers seem to have been a decent meat shield. That being said, the villager numbers have kind of equalized now, which is really nice for Hera. As Emil is going to make some defensive towers over here. I think that's the right play. Bearing in mind as well, Emil's food economy is in absolute shambles right now. There's no real... He's only just kind of taking advantage of that farm bonus that you get with the Franks. So It looks like Hera is probably going to be up much quicker. However, he has, what is that? He lost 2 scouts, didn't he? He's or 3 including his starting scout, and he's made another 2, so he might. I don't know, we'll see. Market coming up now. Hera wants to get up to Castle Age as soon as he can. No blacksmith needed, apparently. Who needs blacksmiths, man? Blacksmiths are clearly for nerds. Emil kind of being annoying. Nothing major. Scout's going to kind of roll out with a couple of archers. And, ooh, Emil is going to go for... I would kind of enjoy the idea of denying the market and making a tower on the market, specifically so you can't put it up. I'm not sure how practical that is, actually, and it looks like the market is going to go up. There you are. Fletching coming in now, and this is ballsy from Emil. Emil is doubling down on this. He's going to put some more towers up. Hera's going to buy himself a tower over here. Oh, I see. So Emil is trying to kind of deny access to gold-ish, but it hasn't quite worked. Like, Hera can still take gold over here. It looks like this tower is going to go up. 1 bill down. I could even see a case for Emil like bill rushing this tower right now. Like, it's really not a very safe tower at the moment. This is kind of interesting because Hera is up, but he doesn't have a blacksmith. He's got 1 stable. If memory serves, well, the knight equivalent, the Heiguang Cav, isn't great versus ranged units anyway. That being said, he gets the. Sorry, you can tell I'm not super familiar with the newer kind of units. What is that? The swordsman, right? The not a Huskarl. You know the unit I mean. But yeah, it's he's got options when he gets up to Castle Age. Emil is really kind of piling on the pressure though. I think that's really cool. He should be able to get 1 bill kill. Come on, man. Oh, disgusting. Okay, one bill. There you are. And more kind of farms going down here. Kind of being denied by the towers. It's really nice for Emil. Hera's under a lot of pressure, but like, I don't know, I think he should be able to hold this once he gets up. More villages going forward. I think that might be a kind of misclicked waypoint as the market comes down. So Emil is hopefully going to get up to Castle himself very soon. Okay, another bill down. Another one. Not quite, not quite. Scouts coming out. And Emil has lost most of his army mass, which is unfortunate. As the scouts and the tower take down most of Emil's army, he is now up to castle, but it looks like Emil, oh Emil, you absolute beast. That was amazing quick wars right there. Love to see it. Hera's going to be quick to pushing back as she's worked up at the front. What are we seeing? We're seeing archers. Okay, fair enough. Archers coming out. And double siege workshop. Hera wants to end this quickly. That is one of the bonuses, isn't it? The you get the, what is it, faster moving siege, I believe. So that's quite an interesting kind of bonus there. Maybe Hera's looking to take advantage of that. +1 coming out for Emil now. So he might be able to defend this. Literally, I think if he gets 2 stables, he should be able to push back whatever kind of comes out here. You know, even a couple of rams aren't going to be... not going to be crazy. Keeping an eye on this here. Yeah, I thought that bill was going to go down, but Emil's on it. Rams are coming out. Second stable, I don't think Hera has quite scouted the stable, and that's really important here. So Hera thinks that Emil is largely on archers because of the double range. That makes sense. Going for the double ram, he wants to do as much damage as possible. Emil's probably going to lose like a range on maybe a couple of houses, but like maybe 4 or 5 knights should clear most of this up. The War Chariot has come out. War Chariot's quite a, I don't know, I wouldn't say a scary unit, but it's like, I'm always a little bit concerned about it. Like, I remember there was a point where people were phosphoring into the War Chariot quite a bit, and in my experience, once you get up to knights deal with them pretty easily, but we'll see. +1 attack coming out, and ooh, I love this! I love going forward with the Siege Workshop, just kind of ignoring the rams. Like, I think that's the right play, because the rams probably can't threaten that much. You just need to make sure that the War Chariots aren't going to go past your TC, and literally like 2 knights can probably deal with those. So, oh, that is not. Hera, are you addicted to Siege Workshop, man? Like, what is this? You've got 4 Siege Workshop in the field. Love to see it. The rams steadily chomping their way through this house. And okay, yeah, Hera knows about the knights. He's gonna get a couple of monks out. I wouldn't target the spears, man. Target the spears. Okay, yeah. Once the spears are out, this should be cleared up relatively quickly. Yeah, there you are. Sorry, you see that? The rams attacking a knight. I love that. I guess get all the damage you can. Emil's gone for a couple of mangonels. He's gonna start pushing on this side, but this game is getting real messy real fast as monks start popping out. We are neck and neck in terms of score. It looks like we're neck and neck in terms of res too, with Emil having slightly more, perhaps reflecting his later uptime. Hera is going to start getting relics though, which will be nice for him. Hera, like, what is this, Hera? Like, you're definitely going. What do you hope to accomplish with that little archer kind of play right there? Like, you're not going to snipe the mangonel. You lost all the archers like basically immediately. Okay, yeah. The Haguan Cab will certainly do something now. Oh, that was nice for her. He's got 2 mangonels there. Didn't lose his own. And Emil is pushing back the Haguan Cab now. This is kind of tricky. Emil needs... Oh, okay, he's getting his own relics. I like that. He's getting a couple of monks out, probably for the Haguang. I think that makes a lot of sense, seeing as Haguang in theory kind of counter knights. Husbandry coming out for Emil as well. And look at how low eco this game is. Like 17 farmers for Hera at 30 minutes in, 11 farmers for Emil. That is not an economy you want when you're playing knights, to be honest. I would quite like Hera to get the monastery upgrades that allow you to resist conversion for a little bit longer. The faith, yeah, really great upgrade for a situation like this where your opponent is largely relying on monks to counter you. And Hera is now putting up another town centre of his own. This is Hera kind of playing his preferred style right here. The game is kind of settled a little bit. Hera's got a couple of siege workshops, he's got a monastery and a couple of monks. He's able to defend, he's able to pop the monks into various defensive buildings around, being TCs and towers. He should be able to defend relatively well here. So this is where Emil, if he's not adding town standards of his own, he needs to think about doing something quite quickly. I wouldn't hate Emil literally putting a load of vills on stone and like going for a castle drop or something, but that being said, I am now realising that Emil is basically out of stone, it looks like. Oh no, he's got some stone over here. And, I mean, whilst Hera has more town centers, the vill lead isn't massive, and oh my goodness, Okay, that is a ballsy castle. The tower's right there, my dude. Kind of love that. I guess Emil knows he can make something happen here. He's got the monks, he's got the knights. Okay, I love that. Me calling him out on this tower. He's just like it's like he hears my commentary and he's like, no, fuck you, man beast. I'm gonna take that tower down. I'm gonna put the castle even more forward. Love to see it. Looks like Hera's gonna hope to push this back. And there is a mangonel there, but I don't think that mangonel is gonna be long for this world. Okay, that mangonel's down. Heavy Haguan Cav kind of causing a bit of nuisance there, but that castle goes up. It takes out this TC, which is really important. It takes out a lot of Hera's farmlands. I think this is a really good decision from Emil, and now I kind of see the rest of the game now. Okay, so Emil has now suddenly gotten control of most of the gold. He can just buy his way up to Imp, one trab, and Hera is going to find this very difficult to get up indeed. Monks kind of forcing the knights back over here. No conversions, which is insane, so considering there were 4 monks in total kind of doing converting knights in Haguan. That's Hera forced to put down another town centre over here. I kind of wonder whether it's even like the best decision is just to not put down more town centres and to just try and get your own castle up. Yeah, get your own castle up and then try and get up as fast as possible. And this is becoming a little bit of a clowny game now. Hera undefeated Mangonel Master. I mean, that title probably goes to MBL, but Hera is definitely up there. As more villagers are being sniped by the vills, Emil's definitely made this a very messy game indeed. As, oh my goodness, surely not. I'm not sure. Okay, it looks like that castle's going to go up, so Hera is going to have his own castle. It is on a lovely hill, so hypothetically, it's going to stay up much longer than his opponent's castle. But his opponent now has 18 knights, and when you get to 18, no, like 20 knights, you know, I would prefer Emil gets the +2, but once you get to 20 knights, you can start taking down town centres, particularly if you've got like a Mangonel. So this is Emil really piling on the pressure here, as Emil going, Hera going for another town centre over here. I'm not sure I like that, to be honest. And look, like, Hera's bleeding vills right now. Emil is on 1 TC. Hera doesn't have the food economy, that's it. Like, this castle has completely disrupted Hera's food economy. He's got so much idle TC time, and he's just bleeding vills left, right, and centre. And I think this might be due. Like, it's kind of hard to see Hera coming back from this, as he loses maybe 4 or 5 vills trying to take down this Mangonel and leave the castle. Town centre finally goes down. And Hera's really, really trying to rebuild his farming eco, but it's not quite there. Bearing in mind, Emil doesn't really have that much of farming eco. He's got 17 farms, which is, what, less... yeah, a little bit less than what you need to produce vills constantly and produce constantly from 2 TCs. And Emil going for the castle. This is such a frustrating style of play to play against when your opponent is just castle dropping you, and you know your opponent doesn't have that good an eco because they've got so many vills in the stone. And there's the GG. Wow, what a game. Emil proving that he can go toe to toe with one of the greats of the game. Love to see it.